Good morning to all the dear students. Today we'll start the pivot tube. This is the figure of pivot tube. A pivot tube is used for measuring a fluid velocity, and suppose it is measure the velocity q of the stream of water. This is the velocity q for the measure. This velocity q is the velocity q of the stream of the water. Suppose it is measure the velocity q of the stream of the water, this pivot tube. Then the inner tube BA, here is a B and here is A. So this inner tube BA is placed upstream of the flow. The outer tube contains holes such as this H, and here is also H. Let P be the pressure in the stream. Let P be the pressure in the stream. Here this P is a pressure in this stream. Then this q is the fluid velocity, and then P is also pressure on the inside and outside, inside of this tube and outside of this tube also, where this is the hole. So P is also the pressure on the inside and outside of the hole, and also meniscus D of the mercury in this U tube, this U-shaped tube. Now consider the stream entering the tube AB. Stream is entering from here in this direction, from A to B here. In this direction, stream of water or stream of the fluid is entering. This is brought to rest at the D. When it will be entering, then it will be rest at this point D. And P is the pressure and fluid velocity Q is 0. P is the pressure and fluid velocity Q is 0. Then by applying the Bernoulli's equation along the streamline extending from infinity, entering the inner tube at A, this is the inner tube, entering from this point A and being finally brought rest at C, then we have for steady, incompressible and homogeneous fluid, the Bernoulli's equation is q square by 2 plus p by rho plus omega is equal to constant. Suppose this is number 1. And at this point C, Q is 0. At this point C, Q is 0. And P is equal to P0. and omega is also 0. Omega is also 0. Then what we get? And also this is up to for this point C, and for this point D, Q is equal to Q0. Q is equal to Q, not Q0. P is equal to P, and omega is 0. And therefore, by putting these values in this equation first, we get Q is 0, so this will be 0. And P is equal to P0, so this is a P0 by rho. And this omega is 0, so this will be 0. And we get P0 by rho is equal to constant. And therefore Q square by 2 plus P by rho is equal to P0 by rho, and therefore we get Q square by 2 is equal to P0 minus P divided by rho. And by finding the square root of Q, we get root 2 in bracket P0 minus P upon rho. This pressure difference P0 minus P is measured from the difference on the level of mercury. If H is a difference, rho be the density of mercury, then P0 minus P is a rho GH. Therefore, the velocity of stream of water is measurable. Hence we say that the velocity of stream of water is measurable. Now another article is Venturi tube. In this Venturi tube, is a device for measuring flow in this pipe. This is the pipe, and flow is in this direction. The pipe is steadily considered from section S1, this section S1, and this section S2, and this section S1 to most smallest section S2. A U tube, this tube serving as a mercury manometer being inserted between broad and narrow section at A and B. Broad section at A and narrow section at this B, at this point B. Here is a narrow section, and here is a broad section, here is a narrow section. At point A there is a broad section, and at point B there is a narrow section. And let Q1, Q2, this Q1 and Q2 be the fluid velocities at point A and B. Q1 is a fluid velocity at point A, and Q2 is a fluid velocity at point B, and with the pressure P1 and P2 respectively, with pressure P1 and pressure P2 respectively. The sectional areas, this S1 and S2 are the sectional areas. These sectional areas S1 and S2 at these locations, the equation of continuity taking the fluid to be incompressible is Q1S1 is equal to Q2S2. Q1S1 is equal to Q1S1 is equal to Q2S2. Suppose this is number one equation. We know when the flow is steady, incompressible and homogeneous, then by Bernoulli's equation, what we get? By Bernoulli's equation, we have Q square by rho plus P by rho is constant, is equal to constant. Suppose this is equation second. Applying the Bernoulli's equation along the central streamline from this A to from this B, this is the central streamline, and flow of this stream is A to B. At point A, at this point A, P is equal to P1, Q is equal to Q1, and at point B, P is equal to P2 and Q is equal to Q2. Q is equal to Q2. By putting these values in equation second, what we get? We have the equation second is Q square by 2 plus P by rho is equal to constant. This is equation second. If we put P is equal to P1, Q is equal to Q1 at point A, and at point B, P is equal to P2 and Q is equal to P2, then what we get? We get this relation 1 by 2 Q square as it is, this as it is, plus P is equal to P1, so this is P1 upon rho is equal to this Q is equal to Q1, so 1 by Q1 square by 2 plus P1 by rho is equal to Q2 by 2 Q2 square by 2 plus P2 by rho, because at point B, P is equal to P2 and Q is equal to Q2, and at point A, P is equal to P1 and Q is equal to Q1. So Q1 square by 2 plus P1 by rho is equal to Q2 square by 2 plus P2 by rho. Suppose this equation is third. So we have this relation, that is, we can write this P1 by rho plus 1 by 2 Q1 square is equal to P2 by rho plus 1 by 2 Q2 square. This is the third. And here this rho being a density of the fluid, and eliminating Q2 from first and third equation. First equation is Q1S1 is equal to Q2S2. This is the first equation. We want to eliminate Q2 from first and third equation. Then what we get? After calculating this, after eliminating Q2, we get Q1 is equal to root 2 P1 minus P2 S2 square divided by rho S1 square minus S2 square. Suppose this is number 4, equation 4. This equation 4 is clearly shows that this P1 is greater than P2. That is, that the fluid pressure is maximum at a constriction. Certainly this Q2 is greater than Q1. And the result must mean that when one-dimensional flow is constricted, the pressure energy of the fluid is mostly converted into kinetic energy. And if H is the difference, of meniscus level in the mercury manometer, and sigma is the density of the mercury, then what we get? We get this P1 minus P2 is equal to rho GH. P1 minus P2 is equal to rho GH. And therefore, from equation 4 and this 5, from this equation 4 and this 5, what we get? We put this rho GH in place of this P1 minus P2, and we get this Q1 is equal to root 2 sigma GH S2 square, that is not rho GH, that is sigma GH, and this is divided by rho S1 square minus S2 square. We get this Q1. The mass of the liquid flowing through the unconstricted part of the pipe per unit time is then rho Q1 S1. So this is about the Venturi tube. Now we'll see the after this Venturi tube, we'll see the another example, that is this. A long pipe is of the length L. This is the long pipe. And this is the length of this pipe L, and has a slowly tapering cross section. It is inclined at angle alpha. This is angle alpha to the horizontal, and water flows steadily through it. This is the direction of flow. It from upper to lower end, from this upper to this lower end. So in this direction flow in this tube or in this pipe. the section at upper end, this section at upper end and this section at lower end, the radius of this section is twice than radius of this section lower end. So radius of this section is A, and here radius of this section is 2A, because this is a twice than this radius of this section. Radius of upper section is twice than the radius of lower section. That means lower section is a small and upper section is big. So we have given this. At the lower end, the water is delivered at atmospheric pressure. At the lower end, water is delivered from atmospheric pressure. If the pressure at the upper end is twice atmospheric, if the pressure at this upper end is a twice, then we want to find the velocity of delivery. We want to find the velocity of this delivery of water or delivery of fluid. Now we will find this solution, velocity of delivery. We find the velocity of delivery. Let here Q1 and here is a Q2 be the entry and exit velocities. This is a entry velocity. Q1 is entry velocity at upper and Q2 is a exit velocity at lower end of the pipe. And radii of this is 2A at upper and at entry level radii of pipe is 2A, and exit level the entry of this pipe radius of this pipe is E. Now take the horizontal through the center of entry section, horizontal through the center of entry section. Zero level of potential energy. When the flow is steady, taking pi as a pressure at exit. When the flow is steady, taking pi as a pressure at exit, and 2 pi is a pressure at entry level. Then Bernoulli's equation is, we have the Bernoulli's equation. That Bernoulli's equation is P upon rho plus 1 by 2 q square plus omega is equal to constant. Or this can be written in this form. This is entry level, so this is 2 pi by P plus 1 by 2 q1 square plus this omega is 0 is equal to, and for exit level pi upon P plus 1 by 2 q2 square minus GL sin alpha. GL sin alpha. And since this minus GL sin alpha, this is the potential energy per unit mass of the gravitational force at this lower end. Further, the equation of continuity, since the fluid is incompressible, is Q1 4 pi a square is equal to Q2 pi a square. This is the entry level and this is the exit level of the pipe. From equation first and second, what we get? Which is equation first and which is equation second? We have equation first is 2 pi by p plus 1 by 2 q1 square is equal to 2 pi by not p, that is rho, not p. 2 pi by rho plus 1 by 2 q1 square is equal to pi by rho plus 1 by 2 q square minus gl sin alpha. This is the first equation. And second equation is Q1 4 pi a square is equal to Q2 pi a square. Suppose this is second equation. From these two equations, after calculating these two equations, by using these two equations, we get, I will write directly 15 upon 32 Q2 square is equal to GL sin alpha plus pi by rho. GL sin alpha plus pi by rho, giving the desired exit velocity. This is the delivered exit velocity. So what do you get? This Q2 square is equal to 32 upon 15 into this part, and then find out the square root of this Q2, you will get the result. Now second article is for the discussion of the case of steady motion under conservative body forces. Discussion of the case of steady motion under the conservative body forces. So in this discussion, we take the Bernoulli's equation. We discuss the Bernoulli's equation. In that Bernoulli's equation, the potential flow under the conservative body forces. Potential flow under the conservative body forces. So suppose that the body forces are conservative and that the flow is of the potential kind, and where omega and phi are the scalar functions, then what we have? We know F is equal to minus del omega and q is equal to minus del phi, and del cross q is 0. We also know this equation, dou q by dou t plus del 1 by 2 q square minus q cross del cross q is equal to f minus 1 by rho del p. We know this is 0. This is 0. And q is minus del phi. So in place of dou q by dou t, what do we get? We get minus del dou phi by dou t. Plus del 1 by 2 q square as it is. This term will be 0 because of del cross q is 0. This f is minus del omega, so here is del omega, and minus 1 by rho del p as it is here. Suppose this is the equation number 1, where r is the position vector of the fluid and t is the time and dr is the displacement. Dr is the displacement. Therefore, what do we get again? We get by multiplying both the side of this equation by dr, then we get this equation, minus dr del dou phi by dou t plus dr del 1 by 2 q square is equal to minus dr del omega minus dr 1 by rho del p. We know this dr del p is dp. Dr del p is dp, and this dr del omega is d omega, and dr del p, this dr del p is dp, and dr del omega is dou omega. So what do we get? We get in place of this minus d dou phi by dou t plus derivative of 1 by 2 q square from this, and dr dot del omega is minus d omega, so this will be minus d omega minus 1 by rho dr dot del p here, so we get here dp, and this can be written as in this way, 1 by 2 a derivative of 1 by 2 q square plus this dou omega plus dp by rho, and this minus derivative of dou phi by dou t, which is equal to constant t, and integrate this equation. Integrate this equation. Integrate this equation. We get 1 by 2 q square plus omega plus integration dp by rho minus dou phi by dou t is equal to f of t, where this f of t is an arbitrary function. This f of t is an arbitrary function of t arising from the integration in which t being kept constant. So what do we get? We get equation second. That equation from that equation second is, which is equation second? This equation second. This equation second is called the general form of the Bernoulli equation. This is the general form of the Bernoulli equation. For other forms of Bernoulli equation, for steady motion, put this dou phi by dou t is 0 and this f of t is constant. Then what we get? We get this 1 by 2 q square plus omega plus integration dp by rho is equal to constant. That is the equation third. That is the equation third, this equation. And if further the fluid is homogeneous and incompressible, so that rho is constant, and therefore this equation third becomes 1 by 2 q square plus omega plus p by rho is equal to constant. This is the Bernoulli equation at potential flow under the conservative body forces. Now Bernoulli equation for the when flow is no longer of the potential kind but is steady. But flow is steady. When flow is no longer of the potential kind but is steady. Therefore, what we have? We know the Euler's equation of motion, and that Euler's equation of motion can be written in this form. F is equal to 1 by rho del P is equal to dou Q by dou T plus del Q square by 2 minus Q cross del Q cross zeta, where this zeta is curl Q, and that curl zeta is the vorticity vector also, and vorticity vector is equal to curl Q. And if the forces are conservative, then F is equal to minus del omega. So that when flow is steady, then equation dou Q by dou T is 0, and this equation first becomes, this is 0, and F is equal to minus del omega, minus del omega, minus del omega. So what do you get? In place of F, we have minus del omega, 1 by rho as it is, del P as it is, this dou Q by dou T is 0, and del Q square by 2 minus Q cross zeta. So this can be written as, taken out del as a common, we get 1 by 2 Q square, we get 1 by 2 Q square plus omega plus integration of dP by rho is equal to Q cross zeta as it is. Suppose this is equation second, and this can be written as del Q square by 2 plus omega plus integration dP by rho into dr is equal to dr dot Q cross zeta. We multiplied both the sides by dr here of this equation second, then we get this. So what do we get? We get del phi is equal to d phi, del phi is equal to del phi dr is equal to d phi. Then put this del dr is equal to d. So in equation second, we have taking both the sides dr, and that equation is del in bracket Q square by 2 plus omega plus integration dP by rho into dr. So this del and dr Del dr is d. We know del dr is d. So we get this equation d into q square by 2 plus omega plus dp by rho, which is equal to dr q cross zeta. This is equation third. This equation is the third. Where the differential dr is any arbitrary small variation of position vector r bar in the field. Now we take the case first. This q cross zeta is 0. If q cross zeta is 0, this is realized either this q and this zeta are parallel. If we take q cross zeta is 0, that means this q and this zeta are the parallel. That is, when streamlines and vortex lines coincide for such motion, q is termed as a Beltrami vector. This q is termed as a Beltrami vector. Now when this zeta is 0, what will it? If this zeta is 0, this will be 0, and we get q square by 2 plus omega plus integration dp by rho is equal to constant. Throughout the entire field of flow, the constant is sum throughout the entire field. Now if we take the case second, that case second will be this q cross zeta is not 0 of this equation. Q cross zeta is not equal to 0. If q cross not is not equal to 0, if we take this case second, then this q cross zeta is a perpendicular to the vector q and zeta. Perpendicular to the vector q and zeta. If dr is not equal to 0, means this dr is not equal to 0, then what we get? Then this dr into q cross zeta is 0. This will be 0, and therefore what we get? We get this equation will be 0, and therefore what we get? Therefore we get q square by 2 plus omega plus integration dp by rho is equal to constant. This equation fifth. Over the surface containing the streamline and vortex line, and this equation fifth holds whether the motion is rotational or irrotational. Now we will see the problem, that is the example. Next example is this. We have the stream is rushing from boiler through the conical pipe. Diameter of the ends, which are capital D and small d. If capital V and small v be the corresponding velocities of the stream, and if the motion be supposed to be that of the divergence from the vertex of the bore, then we want to prove small v upon capital V is equal to capital D square upon small d square into e to the power small v square minus capital V square divided by 2k. We want to prove this. Here k is the pressure divided by the density and supposed constant. So what is this? This AB and this A dash B dash are the ends of this conical pipe. These are the ends of the conical pipe. And so this A dash B dash is a D, small d, and this AB is a capital D distance. These are the diameters. Let row 1 and row 2, this is row 1 and this is row 2, be the densities of the stream at A dash B dash. Row 1 is the density of stream A dash B dash, row 2 is the density of the stream AB, and these both are the same, both streams are the same, and hence the equation of continuity is pi d by 2 whole square small v row 1 is equal to pi capital D by 2 whole square capital V row 2. And from this, small v upon capital V is equal to d square small d square upon capital D square upon small d square into row 2 by row 1. We get this equation first. So by Bernoulli's theorem, in absence of external force like gravity, we have this equation second, this equation second, and that equation is integration dp by rho plus 1 by 2 q square is constant, but k is equal to p by rho, and this implies differentiate this p with respect to rho, then we get dp is equal to k d rho, where k is constant. Now if we put dp is equal to k d rho in equation second, we get k integration k d rho, k into integration d rho by rho plus 1 by 2 q square is equal to integration constant c, and integration of this 1 by rho is k into log rho plus 1 by 2 q square is equal to c. Now using these boundary conditions, where small q is equal to small v, small q is equal to capital V, rho is equal to rho 1, rho is equal to rho 2. Then what we get from this equation? We use the boundary conditions to these equations. So what we get? K dot rho 1 plus 1 by 2 V square is equal to C. Similarly, K log rho 2 plus 1 by 2 capital V square is equal to C. We get these two equations, A and B. If we subtract A from this B, that is B minus A. Equation A is subtract from this B, equation B. Then what we get? We get K into log rho 2 minus log rho 1 plus 1 by 2 capital V square minus small v square is equal to 0. And by the rules of log, log root 2 minus log rho 1 is log root 2 by rho 1. K is as it is here. And this is equal to 1 by 2 small v square minus capital V square. This is equal to. So what we get? We get rho 2 by rho 1 is equal to e to the power this. Now equation first reduce to, what is equation first? Equation first is small v upon capital V is d square, capital D square by small d square into root 2 by rho 1. This equation, by using this equation, what we get? We have root 2 by rho 1 is e to the power this. So in place of this root 2 by rho 1, we can write this and we get this form which we want to prove. Hence we get the result, hence we get the solution of this example. So today we'll stop here. Thank you.